There's another Conjuring movie. Welcome back, guys, it's Raw Geek here. Yes, there's another movie based on these two scam artists, individuals, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Now, if you don't know, they were paranormal investigators. One was a demonologist and one was a medium. The guy being a demonologist and the lady being the medium. And they would go and solve, hauntings and try and do exorcisms and things like this. Of course, it's a load of nonsense, in my opinion. You're entitled to an opinion as well. You're allowed to be wrong if you want. It's fine. But yeah, they helped inspire some movies in the James Wan kind of feel of horror movies that he does. And there's been The Conjuring so far and The Conjuring 2. Now, some of his movies, I've watched most of his movies, and they're not good. They're bad movies, but there's something okay about watching them, maybe on a Friday night or something with a takeaway or a Saturday night, and you can forgive the fact that they're full of plot holes, the story is predictable, the jump scares are over the top. And most of the movie isn't scary really. It's just the same tactics. They're not great, but they're harmless, and they're a bit of a harmless guilty pleasure maybe. But I'm not going to pretend they're good. But The Conjuring I actually thought was pretty good, and on IMDb it's got 7.5. So people agree. That doesn't mean anything because people are idiots, but it's got a good rating on there. And I actually do think The Conjuring is one of his better movies. I mean, some of the movies he's done aren't bad. The Insidious movies, well, the first couple maybe. The first one was okay. The second one stupid, and it just gets rubbish after that. And of course he did Saw, which I think is an amazing movie. So, he's done some okay stuff, and I'm being a little bit harsh, but what I'm trying to say, I think you know what I'm getting at. They're just a bit naff. But anyway, getting back to the main point is the fact that there's now a third Conjuring movie coming out, and there's a trailer for it. So again, based on, I guess, is it based on real events? Says trailer for The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. That's a good excuse, isn't it, if you ever commit a crime? The 7 of the Conjuring universe. Oh, really? Okay. Warner Brothers has released a first trailer, a poster, and a few new photos offering us a first creepy look at the next film in the Conjuring film franchise. Blah blah blah. The director of the film also offers some new details regarding the film that fans of the franchise might be interested in knowing. Looks like another great Conjuring film, does it? The film comes from producer James Wan and director Mike. Okay, so he's not the director this time, but he's overseeing the project. Probably signs a few things now and again. Yeah, that's fine. That'll make some money, whatever. Patrick, yeah, they've reprised their roles. The Conjuring Devil Made Me Do It will tell the chilling story of terror, murder, and unknown evil that shocked even experienced real-life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. One of the most sensational cases from their files, it starts with a fight for the soul of a young boy to mark the first time in US history that a murder suspect would claim demonic possession as a defense. The movie has been said to be a completely different movie from the first two. The real story revolves around someone back in the 80s, and they were convicted of first-degree manslaughter for the killing of his landlord, and then he said he was possessed by a demon. In a lot of ways, this is the biggest Conjuring movie. I showed the final cut to Vera and her husband, and they agreed. And they were like, this is the darkest Conjuring movie. It digs into some really dark material. This is definitely a case where there's real consequence. There's real victims. He went on to explain that the movie was inspired by David Fincher's Seven. He explained, it's Seven, but in the Conjuring universe. He went on to say, this is really taking the Warrens into uncharted places. Being a fan of the franchise, I was honestly really nervous at first breaking with convention. Breaking with a lot of things of the tradition. But I think that what we've done is really woven the language of the things that you do want from a Conjuring film. The scares, the Warrens, their relationship, and pushed them to the limits in this really fresh and exciting new direction. What a load of nonsense. Anyway, so, oh my god, the demonic case that shocked America. Her eye looks weird in that poster. Is that just me? This poster just looks strange. This poster just looks amateur. Is this like the official one, or is this the one someone just made? Oh no! Right, we won't look at these pictures, these screenshots, because we're going to look at the trailer. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, official trailer, starts now. Let's do it. It's a police car. It's a man walking. Looks a little bit odd. Bloop.
Hey! You okay there? Jesus.
Oh god, he's covered in blood.
This is Ed Warren, here with Lorraine. Alright, let's get started.
True case file.
Residents of Brookfield were shocked this afternoon by the broad daylight murder of Bruno Sauls.
The court accepts the existence of God every time a witness swears to tell the truth.
Yeah, that does make it difficult to not accept then
I think it's
demon
about
stuff.
time they accept the existence of the devil.
It's a good argument.
Whatever is going on, whatever happened that day, that was not Arnie.
It's a witch's totem. We think your family was cursed. And that connection's still open.
Uh-oh. It's a weird bed. I didn't know that was going to happen. I had no idea.
But I can see things that your people can't.
It's quite a cool effect. It's obviously complete nonsense, but...
Something terrible happened here.
What's all that?
A master Satanist is
That's
not
very-
an adversary to be taken lightly.
She's doing it again. She's reaching out to the darkness.
Lorraine, you need to come back.
See, it's when it does all this
Saving him
stuff
with
that goes over
everything
the
you
top. It's like, really? We're seeing the whole movie.
Because that's what it may very well cost.
Lorraine?
Don't step over there. Oh no! In case you couldn't tell, this is obviously an homage to The Exorcist because there's a similar scene when the dude arrives. It's like the house like that. I mean, so as I thought, to be honest, it starts off, you know, with the thing that's plaguing them, and then by the end of the trailer, or the end of the movie, there's all this crazy supernatural stuff happening, like things flying around and, I don't know, portals, and like, it's when it goes like that, I'm just like, usually the finale in these movies is just so over the top and ridiculous, but there has to be somewhere for the crescendo to go. They've been building up, you know, the elements happening, and there has to be somewhere to go, and I get that, but it always does make it just ridiculous, in my opinion. But some of that did look definitely different from the other Conjuring movies. They seem to be trying to delve into more sort of dark and evil things, but ultimately it did feel like it was more than one movie from the trailer. So I hope they haven't sort of made a mess of it, like trying to cram too many different subplots and storylines of other things into one. You know, it just looked a bit messy. Like, I don't know, it started off with that guy who's killed someone, then all of a sudden there was those portals and stuff. Oh, I don't know, it just looked a bit strange. But it'll probably be fun to watch. I'm obviously going to watch it because I watched the first two, and yeah, I'll definitely watch it, but it won't be anything I'd go to the cinema for. What about you? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in the real stories of Ed and Lorraine Warren? Do you like the Conjuring movies? Other movies like this? Do you think they're all really naff? And, you know, fair enough if you do, because I have to admit most of them are just awful, but, you know. Let me know down below. If you'd like me to do a video on these two people, and maybe videos like that, let me know as well. Open to requests. I might just do that off my own back anyway, because they are interesting. There are some interesting stories about them. Yeah, I'll let you know if I ever do a video. So guys, if you like that, please click like, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, if you ever get in a scrape with the law, just say the devil made you do it, okay? Bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.